this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, and today 2 of the 12 days of Christmas. So today we're gonna be looking at the book that was the roof for the box that we created yesterday. Also, I do have a tutorial for this. So before we get started with that, let me remind you that the series is also a giveaway, so make sure that you are leaving a comment under all the videos, or as many as you can. That way you have more chances to win the prizes. Also, do make sure to visit Kimmy's and Debbie's channel and look at what they have for you today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the book. I wanted this book to be the cover of the house. I think that would be really cute to have kind of like a 2-in-1. We have the stationery box and the book. That way this can be a nice decoration piece in your crafty table, in your home, whatever you craft, and so it doesn't have to look so messy. When you're done decorating your book for the day, everything goes back in the box and it just makes a pretty holiday decor. And so I did not want to embellish the cover because, again, I want this to look like a house. Of course, you can embellish the cover a little more. Maybe I will put the year here, like 2021, and I went ahead and added this really pretty, like, icicle looking trim. You can find these trims at Joann's, and I just went ahead and added one on the what will be the bottom of the roof and the top, and also on the back, so that way when the house seats, or the book seats, it kind of looks like the roof of the house. Now, this book was super quick and easy to make, and for the challenge of the day, I'm actually still using the white Christmas, since this is the same theme, but I will be doing 2 of my daily challenges on another one of my projects that you will see. So let's take a look inside the book. The book measures 7 by 5, and it has chipboard covers, and it has a soft spine, so the book can expand a little bit as you fill it in. Now, when we open this up, we can see here some of the beautiful images, again, from my Winter Wonderland digital collection, and I went ahead and created the pages straight onto that cardstock. And so the paper that I'm using is one-sided, so the back of the pages are white, which is actually really good if you want to like do some writing and documenting together with adding some pictures. And then when I glue the pages together back to back, I created pockets so we can add more different elements in there as well. So over here, this one also opens up, but for some other pages I just wanted to leave it plain. That way, if you want to add like a pop-up element, you can definitely do it here. And for other pages, I went ahead and added the flaps on the side. So it's on the tutorial, you'll see how you can just basically add any flaps to any of the pages. Maybe you can add 2 on this page, and again, all of the pages are pocket pages as well. So a quick and easy project. And so yeah, so then this page opens up like this, so the layout kind of repeats, but it just goes on different pages. And because we're using these cute little animals, this would also be a cute little pets Christmas book as well. You can make this into like a fun little dog house. Wouldn't that be cute if you make this into a dog house? So before we go into the tutorial, I wanted to kind of just point out something that I saw after I made this box. So I kind of noticed that the sides of the box, as the book gets a little bit heavier, maybe it will like open up. To avoid that, I will make these covers maybe a little bit bigger. So instead of 7, maybe you can do 8 or 7.5. That way it can just seat, farther out, and it won't go in like this. But just that little observation if I was to make it again. And so there you go. That is the book that is gonna go on top of the house. I hope that you guys like the project. Don't forget to subscribe, and now let's go ahead and make this together. So to make this book, I'm going to be using the collection called Icy Blue. This is by the Paper Studio, and this is not a Christmas collection, but I just really love the blues. I love the foil pages that it has, and I think we can dress it up and make it look like a Christmas as well. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain. It is raining right now. I'm going to start with 2 pieces of chipboard. I went ahead and cut these down to 7 by 5 3/4. So I am going to go ahead and use these two designs here to wrap my chipboard, and I'm going to wrap each one separately. So I'm going to start with this one here first. I'm just going to glue this one down. So now for the inside pages of the book, I am going to use my 12 by 12 cardstock, and I'm going to cut these down to 6 3/4 by 11 inches. And we are going to fold these pages in half. Okay, so now I actually ended up cutting 12 of these because this might be also a good, like, what do you call those, December daily. If you do a December daily, then we have 24 pages. And then with my leftover pieces, I'm going to cut some of these at 6 3/4. So I'm gonna do about half of these ones at 6 3/4. So just gonna cut these right here. I'm going to cut these ones at 7. Okay, so some will be 6 3/4 and some will be at 7. So then the pieces that we cut at 7 inches, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch along the 7-inch side, and we're going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so I'm going to do the same for all of them. And for the pieces that we cut at 6 3/4, so I'm going to move those to the side. We are going to score at 1/2 inch along the 5 1/4. Mine measure 5 1/4. I think they should all be 5 1/4 side. So I'm just going to fold all of these ones as well. Okay, so now we're gonna build the pages, and so here are the first pages that we cut out. These are going to be our base pages, and then these other ones that we cut using our leftovers are going to be our like layout pages. And so I'm going to start with the first one here, and I'm just going to kind of have fun mixing around the designs. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue these on the back, from the back of the page, instead of gluing it on top. That way you don't see that hinge in there. So you're gonna see something like that. And so I'm just gonna put this one right here, and then I'm going to add my glue here from the back over here, and then we're gonna fold these in. Okay, so that's gonna be this flap opening there. And then for the next one, I'm just going to mix around these pages, and I'm going to add the one that has that 1/2 inch score line to the side, and I'm just gonna put it on the side of the page. And again, I'm gonna glue these here on the white side. So this is a really good project to work with one side paper instead of double-sided. But if you're using double-sided, then you don't have to worry about which side goes where. Now here we have this flap that opens up like that, and I'm just going to kind of repeat the same process. Now that we have all of our pages set up with our flaps, what we're gonna do is just glue them back to back. So we're gonna glue the back of this page to the back of this page. You can glue the whole page, or you can also just glue the top, the sides, and the bottom, and kind of keep it as a pocket. So I'm just going to go ahead and add glue on these 3 sections and just place them one on top of the other, just like this. Okay, and then I'm just going to press down, and then I'm going to do the same to the rest. Okay, so we went ahead and glued the pages back to back, so we have all the pages added together. And now I'm gonna put this to the side for a second, and I'm going to use one piece of 7x4, and this is just my regular cardstock here, and I'm going to score at 1 inch, and I'm going to score at 3 inches, and then I'm going to score at every 1/8 of an inch in between. So then I'm going to use one piece of 3 by 6 3/4, and I'm going to score at 1 and at 2, And I'm also going to score at every 1/8 of an inch between the 1 and the 2. Okay, so we're going to score on every line here, and then that is going to allow us to have this middle section be more round, just like that. And then we are going to glue this piece to our booklets here, to our book. So that's going to go like this. So I'm just going to add glue on this 1-inch section right there. Okay, so now we have that, and that's going to be our spine right here. So you should have a little bit of room in between and not have this too tight. And now we're just going to add the covers. And there you go. So now you have your book ready to decorate and add some different elements. We do have a pocket at each one of these pages. Of course, you can add some more of your design paper here if you don't like to see the white in there. And then also these smaller pieces that we had, we are going to use here as the inserts for the pocket. Maybe you can round the corner so it's not so pointy, and that way you use every little bit of your scraps as well, which is what I love to do. And so yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. I hope that you like this little book. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.